It's a false hope coronavirus will disappear in the summer like the flu, WHO says.
Here's a summary of the article.
World leaders should not assume COVID-19 will be seasonal and subside in the summer, like the flu, the World Health Organization said Friday. Earlier in the outbreak, U.S. health officials said there was a hypothesis among mathematical modelers that the outbreak could potentially be seasonal and relent in warmer conditions. Other viral respiratory diseases are seasonal, including influenza, and therefore in many viral respiratory diseases we do see a decrease in disease in spring and summer, Dr. Nancy Messonnier, director of the CDC's National Center for Immunization and Respiratory Diseases, said on a February 25 conference call. Earlier Friday, the total number of COVID-19 cases surpassed 100,000 worldwide. World health officials say are deeply concerned about the increasing number of countries reporting cases, especially those with weaker health care systems. Tedros said Friday that health officials are also concerned about hospitals, which have been running very lean and mean. Okay, running hospitals in a lean and mean fashion could be okay during regular times, but how can we expand the capacity in a few hours when the need comes, he said.
This post received a score of 66,909, with an upvote ratio of 91%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
The 1918 flu went away in the spring and came back with a mutated vengeance in the fall. Be careful what you wish for.
Will be interesting if that's the case, since the second we think this thing is under control people are gonna be like, fire society back up, let's party. With huge gatherings everywhere.
I mean, that's going to happen regardless in about 30 to 60 days, unless governments mandate laws to prevent it. And it's going to be tough to get that to fly in many nations, especially Western nations. The US is rallying nicely right now, despite lack of leadership. But in 2 to 3 weeks, when the initial hype wears down and people have been altering their lives, major inertia is gonna build to get things back to normal. Companies aren't going to let their employees work from home for 2+ months. People can't afford to not work for weeks on end.
Companies that want to survive better figure it the fuck out then. Luckily my company is able to have 17.5k out of 18k work from home.
Easier said than done. Manufacturing companies actually need bodies at the facility.
Retailers need, at the very least, someone to stock the shelves and someone to take the money. Consumers need food and supplies.
And first responders can't respond from home.
Very funny image though. A firefighter in full gear sitting at his computer, looking at a webcam image and telling you that your house is in fact on fire.
How big is the fire? Camera pans. You're going to need at least 2 buckets, sir. Remain calm.
Firefighter, this is fine.
For the sake of the world, I hope it's seasonal.
The reality is, we don't know, it may or may not. I think it is best to act on the worst possible scenario. Otherwise, if people are informed it may disappear by summer, then many would let their guard down and become reckless.
It's already taken hold in warmer climate, so it doesn't seem to be affected.
Best example, Australia. How much hotter do you want? Lol.
We're going to need transmission numbers from the surface of Mercury.
Fun fact, the surface of Venus is actually hotter than the surface of Mercury due to clouds.
Whoa, those liberal ideas.
I mean, are planets even real? I don't recall them being mentioned in the Bible. Sounds like a liberal round-earther hoax to me.
1 Cor 40. There are also heavenly bodies and there are earthly bodies, but the splendor of the heavenly bodies is one kind, and the splendor of the earthly bodies is another. 41. The sun has one kind of splendor, the moon another and the stars another, and star differs from star in splendor.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.